Dr. K? Who's Dr. K?
Oh, I like that guy.
Oh,
like
I know.
to listen
K
to that guy.
is the psychologist. I know.
Yes,
he was on Stephen Bartlett's podcast.
He's good. Yes, I think there is a clip somewhere.
Yeah.
Human beings, the cool thing is that 8 years of organic learning can oftentimes be replaced by 6 months of intentional learning.
Mm-hmm.
So I can grow up speaking language, but if I do some kind of immersive like language thing for 6 months, like I can become fluent.
Yeah, for sure. Because there's a saying that like it's not practice makes perfect, it's perfect practice makes perfect. So going into something with like an intentional mindset and practicing with deliberate practice is probably going to be more efficient even than like the natural like 8 to 15 years of like social practice we get, right? That's sloppy, you know.
Yeah, I mean that's so true. That's why people can play League of Legends for 10 years and be at the same rank.
Okay, I think we're done.
I think we're done. Okay, but perfect pause, by the way. So when he said, I immediately thought about my fitness journey. Basically, like, so you still see people on the gym, which are already gray hair and shit, looking like the same as ever. By just not paying much attention to what they do on the gym, and you can tell. No, let me try it another way. You can look at people on the gym.
At the
gym, exercising, and you can tell how little attention they pay to correct exercise, to being correct in exercising. Like, for example, when they do bicep curls, they swing the whole body just to help with the weight, right? Or when they do bench press, they don't hold the arch of their back to maximize the press from the chest. Like, there's so many little details that make whole of a difference. It's like it's a deal breaker almost to not pay attention to those little details. And those people, you can tell they go there mindlessly. They dare just to pretend like they live a healthy life, or like maybe because their wife, like, I don't know, demanded them to be there. I don't know, like, otherwise they won't get laid or some shit. But you can, like, there's a huge difference in little details and being purposeful about shit, and intensity plays a huge role in this too, because I can go to gym 6 times a week and I will run circles around the person who goes to the gym 2 times a week, for sure. Plus the technique, right? It needs to be there. So
yeah, but if you do intentional, but less often, I think you still run circles around someone who goes more often but does, like you say, the wrong thing.
So okay.
So if you put together intentional and the intensity, that's the key, right?
This is basically it.
Okay.
So
here we go.
So you have this, right?
Yeah.
This is intensity.
Beautiful.
And this is, what would you say? Purpose?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so pur. Okay, and you make it into a matrix.
Yes.
Then basically this is the worst, right?
Yeah.
So actually we can make it a fat man, because that makes no difference. This
looks like a peach.
This is me.
Oh my god. I hope not.
Yes. So much bicep. This is basically this guy. So just he just works out and he probably loses weight, but nothing comes out of it.
Yeah.
And here is just like a I don't know, normal dude, like nothing special probably. So yeah, it depends where you are on the matrix, but essentially, yeah, it applies to everything. It's like it's and what we call, when I do workshops with a client, I call this matrix effort impact matrix, because this is what it is. How much effort and impact you put. That's how much the input equals output. I mean, how much you put in, this is how much you get out of it. Without any context, should I do what I have to do later today, or should I cancel? Just because you're asking, you're probably doubting if doing that thing later is a good choice. You just probably should cancel. Don't waste time on shit you
Not necessarily, because if he wants to procrastinate, he might be like, oh, should I do it or not?
No,
because if you choose
I have
me,
objections for it.
Tell me.
You don't schedule procrastination. It just happens.
No. That's what I mean. Like he scheduled something, but if he wants to procrastinate, he would ask you because that would put blame on you, because you chose for him to not do that thing, and he can procrastinate now.
You think he's sneaky like that?
He could be.
Fuck.
You know, I'm
Now
always
you're paying
seeing
for
the
2
worst.
coffees. Yeah. I'm exactly in the middle of that matrix. Freaking do it! Don't be late. Just do it, man. Shalaboof. True. Yeah. So this is how I feel. I'm French. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Nike. There you go. Just do it.
Down here. Is there anything else you need?
Yeah, is that a dig? It
Oh
wasn't
no,
intended to
I'm
be a
just
dig.
no. I'm like Heartstuck Diamond.
I mean,
for like
I'm
10
getting
years.
worse at Dota every year, so it's.
I love how he plays
Listen,
games.
that's our
It's just
aging
crazy.
genetics, okay? Or you just once you hit 30, you're just
So this is probably my favorite part about all those like serious professions where you need to degree and all the exams, that gaming industry is becoming so huge, and it sort of finds its way into so many people's lives that now you see all those serious professions like lawyers, psychologists playing games, and it makes them so much more approachable and relatable. And this is some kind, is like, it shouldn't be phenomenon in any way, but I think it is, and that's why you see collaborations like this one on the screen. You got like a pure League of Legends normal streamer who's having lots of fun in his life and just doing the job, and there's a guy who's a world-renowned psychologist helping men with their traumas and shit, and they both play games. How cool is that? Like, they could be in the same guild and live separate lives. It's like amazing. It wasn't, I think it's always there. It's just people wouldn't confess that they play games because they would be embarrassed, because society wouldn't accept that as a fact. And now games are so popular, even my parents are okay with me playing games. So that's crazy.
But that's always the case with new things, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, the our parents' generation just wasn't used to the games, and they didn't see the purpose of that. But we talked about it, but they were used to TV,
Yeah,
right? And it's
Yes.
seen as normal entertainment.
absolutely.
It's still not good for you, but this is more like widely accepted. But the same with like tattoos. Like when I wanted to get my tattoo, my mom was like over my dead body because only criminals have tattoos.
Oh,
Like,
where's your knife? Stab me.
Excuse me, but I see like 70-year-old ladies walking down the street with
Oh,
tattoos.
for
Is
sure.
she a criminal? What the fuck?
She might have
Yeah.
been, you never know.
Well, yeah, she might have been.
She might have stolen an apple. you
But
know,
it's just, yeah, anything new, people are afraid of, and they just reject it at first. So
true.
it's normal.
You're gonna get fucked with. Well, actually, no, that's too literal for you. You'll be in a trouble with tattoo like this in Japan overall.
Oh no, I don't care. I got it in Japan. Remember?
Oh yeah, but like you'll have to hide it in so many ways.
I don't care because we're gonna be in the countryside.
Yeah, and you're gonna be yakuza to them.
Oh yeah, sure. Good. I'm gonna
Good?
give some respect.
Yes, dude. Fuck him. True. Hey, what did we say about assimilation? Like, we have to. I mean, come on, man. We have to blend into society.
You cannot blend any more than Yakuza. It's native to them.
I mean, if you look at it that way, I guess
Yeah.
so. Sure. Yeah. Okay, well, this is the evil I'm living with. I mean, yeah, she's gonna be Yakuza now.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Beware.
Niri is fighting for
Fighting
for
what?
commitment
What
from
commitment?
Iron Pig.
What?
So you know how he wants to cancel his plans, and Niri is like against it. Don't be lazy and shit, you know.
Yeah.
So it really depends, mate. How does it involve people? Canceling a last minute is rude. No one expect me to show up. And Niri goes on like, can you without any issue at all move to tomorrow? Oh, like the event in the car. Okay, I get it. These days, people with no tattoo are... Okay, so it's now here's the subject. I can't move it to tomorrow. I planned that on Saturdays and Sundays. I move it, but do not end up... not move. So if I cancel, it'll be there for the next week. I mean, dude, if you already having doubts, just fuck it, okay? Like, seriously, like, don't waste time on shit you don't want to do if you can, because there's not enough time. Like, you have to play games. Come on,
No,
man.
that's not true though.
No?
No.
No? Okay.
Don't do things you don't want to do is a bad advice.
Shit. Why is it? By the way, like,
Because-
this is 1 minute 50 seconds video,
And we still
and
in
we
the
can't
middle.
watch it. Yeah, can we watch it and then maybe go back to your point? Or is no,
I'm gonna forget.
Okay, go for
you
it.
already make me forget. What did we say? Oh yeah, don't the
advice, yeah.
yes, the advice. The advice: don't do things you don't want to do is a bad advice generally, because sometimes in life you do have to do things that you don't want to do. The thing is, you have to yourself do a check. Why you do it, and then what has more worth for you. Like, if you do it, what kind of advantage is it going to bring to you? So like, what? You don't want to wash your dishes, of course. No one likes washing dishes. I mean, come on.
Mm-hmm.
If you wouldn't have to do it, no one would do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you do want to have clean plates.
You can buy new ones.
It's expensive. Do you have that kind of money to always buy new plates?
Well, you can use paper.
Do you like eating out of paper plates?
If it means I don't have to wash, then yeah.
So why don't we have paper plates at home right now?
Because I'm not that kind of person. I'm just playing a devil's advocate here, and I have a dishwasher.
But that's what I mean.
Yeah.
So if there's things that you want to do, you don't want to do, but you have to, like, you know it's beneficial to you to do them, you can either just stomach it and do it, or you can try to work around to make it easier for you to do it, like buy a dishwasher, for example, right?
Okay.
But if there are things that you don't like to do but have to do, you do them anyway.
So
there's no question about it. Like, there are some things that are just beneficial to you that even if you don't like to do it, you do it. Like, I need to eat, right?
Mm-hmm.
That means I need to cook. I hate cooking. I still do it because I need to eat. And then, yes, I could go and eat takeout or whatever, like buy pre-cooked meals, and I could do that. But then I'm going to get fat because they're not healthy for you. My health is going to suffer greatly, and I'm going to be fat. And I don't want that.
Well, there are probably two schools to it. One school wants you to enjoy the journey more than destination, and the other school justifies suffering on the way to the destination.
Yeah, but that's why you have to take stock for yourself. What is more important to you? So no one can tell you what you have to do or don't have to do. You choose for yourself. So I'm not going to judge you if you're going to choose to have paper plates at home. That's your journey. You do you. I don't care. But it's your personal choice. What you suffer through and what you don't suffer through.
Yeah.
Like, listen, your dad could be in great shape. He chose to enjoy life through food.
Oh yeah,
Fine.
I can tell.
That is his choice.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you cannot tell him to do anything differently because that's his life. It's his choice. But you don't do that.
No, true. I mean, but
you're not following in those footsteps.
If he asked me for advice, I would give him to him.
Of course, but he never asked.
Yeah, but Iron picked it, so I'm giving to him.
Yeah, but he doesn't. You don't know his situation. Like, you don't know. He doesn't want to tell you what the thing is.
No, for sure. I'm only going off on the information he's given me,
exactly.
which is barely an information.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You can't make that decision because you don't know the full story.
Yeah. You planned it. You made it, so you can do it. Yeah. I guess. Look. So Iron picked. In situation like this. Especially when it comes to important stuff. So it depends on how important that is to you. I listened to a podcast with a very interesting, I think it was psychologist, and he essentially came up with this idea of talking to himself in a certain way. And Joanna probably heard about it. Like, you ask yourself, for example, when you set you have two personas, okay? Let's say one that is like motivated, committed and shit, and the other one that is easygoing, more on the lazy side, and likes to push things aside in favor for gratitude, whatever, right? So when you set an alarm clock in the evening, it's the first person that's in charge, and when you wake up in the morning, is the other person that's in charge because they want to cancel the timer. Snooze. Yeah. So every time I'm on the split, like I'm in this position when I'm thinking about hitting the snooze, I'm trying to remind myself who's in control. Thomas from 10 p.m. or Thomas from 5 a.m. And it helps. Sometimes when I'm in the office and I need to go to gym and I'm like in the spree of writing shit on LinkedIn, I'm like, okay, I'll go in 30 minutes. And I'm like, who's in charge, dude? The guy who planned his week on Friday, or the dude who's just spamming on LinkedIn and doesn't want to go to gym because of an excuse. Shut the fuck up. Go. Okay. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I go. And then I go, and I'm happy that I went. But it was like this pivotal moment that I had to remind myself who's in control, you know? But it's almost for important stuff. Like you can't always be hard for yourself for failing. Like, failing is part of life. But when things are important, I think you should hold yourself accountable. Yeah.
It's a bit hard because, again, we come from different backgrounds, different walks of life, and for me, a big thing is being kinder to myself, because I was always very harsh. That came from home, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was always blamed
Hi, Mom.
for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my mom doesn't watch.
Oh!
What?
Maybe she does. Maybe she's Iron
She
Pick 48.
She doesn't even know we're doing this, so you know.
True.
Yeah, I was always blamed for stuff that even wasn't my fault. That I was always super hard on myself. So it's very important for me to learn to be kinder to myself.
Mm-hmm.
So your thing wouldn't work for me, for example.
Okay.
Yeah, like I cannot be just how do you say that, like strong
arm yourself.
strong arming myself,
Yeah.
yes, into things, yes, because that actually has a completely opposite effect on me, because if you try to force me into something, I immediately hit brakes.
But
And,
even
like,
if it
I'm
comes
like,
from internal.
yes,
Really?
yes.
Okay.
So for me, if you say reframe things,
Yeah.
it could also work maybe better for me personally when I reframe wording around it as well. So not, oh, I have to do the dishes. Oh no, I get to do the dishes.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Well, there's sure is change of intention there.
yes, like I have to go to work. No, I get to go to work. Like, I do like my work. I like going to work. I do like doing what I'm doing. So I get to go to work and do what I love doing.
Okay. It must be difficult in your head sometimes. Fuck me.
I have no idea.
Yeah. Fuck. Okay, hey, let's finish this.
Yes.
Ass over the wall, you know.
One last thing, I did see this study really interesting. There's one, cognitive flexibility.
Can we
is
have
the
a background like
only
this?
mental
It's pretty-
capacity.
I
It's
said
not focus or
so far.
attention or anything like that. That correlates with rank in League of Legends.
Cognitive flexibility. Interesting. What does that mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was interesting. I remember that.
The ability to be cognitively flexible. So if you have a belief,
Yeah.
being able to challenge that belief, right? So I
Uh-huh.
lost this game because my teammates suck, and being able to challenge that belief and asking yourself, what could I do differently?
But
Or
okay.
even
Okay.
challenging, oh, what could I have done differently? Actually, I lost this game because honestly, I played pretty well, and my teammates really threw.
Oh, sure.
So
that makes sense.
simply the ability to be cognitively flexible.
I like how everything in psychology has to have its own terms. Like, the fact of reframing problem into a challenge or changing perspective is nothing new. Like, I feel like smart people do it every time. They try to look at the problem from every perspective before they blame it on others. But now it's cognitive flexibility.
Oh, people raised by my mom.
Have you got cognitive
Always.
flexibility, Joanna?
Always. Well, yeah, of course.
I know. Hey guys, I think we have to finish on that note. Yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, this was an interesting stream. So yeah, we watched a lot. I have a lot to.
We didn't actually watch a lot. We talked a lot.
No, I feel like we started with this for sure. So
Yeah.
thank you, Niru, so much for this. Very much appreciated. And then
I
we
wanna
went.
see more.
We went through the Reddit. We went through a couple of YouTube videos.
Yes.
Actually, 3 of them, I think. And yeah, no, this is. Oh, thank you. Now, yeah, I have to close that. So yeah, it is what it is, and we're probably gonna go now and work on the stream for the next week. We have to find some.
Oh no, now we have to make lunches.
We have to cook. Yes, true, true. But we're gonna prep for the next week's streams, and then we're gonna jump into Throne and Liberty and do some dungeons probably, because I haven't got to doing them last time. And then we'll kick off the new week. So in the new week, I am excited for my new Japanese lesson with a guy from Kagoshima, which is like a prefecture in Kyushu. And then anything else you're excited about in the new week? I do have a networking event for WordPress people in London, so I'm gonna attend that. I'm looking forward to going to gym 10 times for sure. And yeah, I don't think I have anything else planned for the week. So yeah, Japanese lesson, event, gym,
Yeah.
work. Yep, it is
Yeah.
what it is.
Yep.
And I gotta play. Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to getting Dragon in Guild Wars 2. Fuck me.
Oh, I'm not sure if that's gonna happen.
Yeah,
this week for
I don't
me.
know either, cause like 12 days and I only started yesterday, so not it ain't gonna
Damn.
happen. I can
Yeah.
buy food off the trading post, but I mean, there's no rush to be honest. Fuck that.
But you still need to feed it over a couple of
3
days.
days.
Yeah, like
3.
you can't just
Yeah,
do
4
it.
food a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.